Imagine walking into your bank, your heart pounding with a mix of excitement and anticipation. You've waited for this moment for years, maybe even decades. You approach the teller, a smile on your face, and confidently state your business. You're here to exchange your Iraqi dinar for US dollars. The moment the words leave your mouth, the teller's friendly demeanor shifts. They look at you with a mix of pity and confusion, and then they utter the words that will crush your spirit. "I'm sorry, sir, madam, but without the proper documentation, we cannot help you." You stand there, frozen, as the people in line behind you begin to whisper. You feel a hot flush of embarrassment and frustration. All that planning, all that investment, all that hope, shattered in an instant because of a simple, preventable mistake. This isn't a fictional nightmare. This is the stark reality that thousands of dinar holders will face on the day the long-awaited revaluation is announced. The banks will be swamped, the protocols will be strict, and the window of opportunity for a smooth, profitable exchange will be incredibly narrow. The difference between walking out a millionaire and walking out empty-handed won't be the amount of dinar you hold, it will be the pieces of paper you have in your hand. The financial institutions are not going to be flexible, they are going to be inundated and will adhere to a strict, non-negotiable compliance checklist designed to prevent fraud, money laundering, and operational chaos. If you are not prepared with every single document perfectly in order, you will be asked to step aside, and you may miss your chance entirely as the system becomes overwhelmed. This video is your ultimate insurance policy against that catastrophic failure. We are going to walk you through step by step the 5 non-negotiable documents you must have physically in your possession before you even think about getting in your car and driving to a financial institution. This isn't speculation, this is based on a deep analysis of global currency exchange protocols, anti-money laundering laws, and bank compliance requirements. Pay very close attention, because your financial future depends on it. And by the end of this video, you will have the complete, official checklist that will make you the most prepared person in that line, ready to conduct your transaction with confidence and security while others are turned away in confusion. So, let's not waste another second. Your journey to a successful exchange starts right now. The first and absolutely most critical document you need is undeniable proof of ownership and acquisition. You cannot walk into a bank with a stack of foreign currency and simply expect them to take your word for it on where it came from. In the post-9/11 financial world, the Know Your Customer, or KYC laws, are the bedrock of all banking transactions, especially for an event as significant as a potential dinar revaluation. The bank's primary legal obligation is to ensure that the funds you are presenting were not acquired through illegal means, such as drug trafficking, terrorism financing, or tax evasion. Therefore, the cornerstone of your document portfolio will be your original purchase receipts or certificates of authenticity from the authorized dealer where you bought your Iraqi dinar. This receipt must clearly show your name, your address, the date of purchase, the exact amount of dinar purchased, the exchange rate at the time of purchase, and the total amount you paid in your local currency. This document creates a clean, auditable paper trail that directly links you to the currency in a legal and transparent manner. If you bought from multiple dealers over the years, you need the original receipt from every single transaction. Losing these receipts is one of the biggest and most common mistakes investors make. If you do not have them, you must contact your dealer immediately to see if they can provide duplicate copies or account statements. Without this, the bank has no way of verifying that you are the legitimate owner and not someone who came into the currency through a black market or illicit trade. The second document in this category is your physical dinar notes themselves, but they must be in pristine condition. You must understand that banks will not accept damaged, torn, heavily creased, or graffitied bank notes. They must be examined by their currency verification machines, which can reject notes that are too worn or altered. Start now by carefully examining your holdings. Store them flat in a secure, dry place. Do not use paper clips, rubber bands, or fold them repeatedly. Treat them with the same care you would treat a stack of $100 bills, because soon, that's precisely what they could represent. The combination of pristine physical notes and the irrefutable paper trail of your purchase receipts forms the unshakable foundation of your legitimacy as an investor and will satisfy the first and most important hurdle of the bank's compliance department. Now that you have your proof of ownership and your pristine currency secured, we move to the second critical pillar of your preparation, proving your identity and financial standing to the bank. Understand this clearly, the bank is not just performing a simple currency swap, they are effectively onboarding a new, high-value client. The moment you present your dinar for exchange, you are initiating a relationship that involves a massive, potentially life-changing sum of money, and the institution is legally bound to know exactly who you are, where you live, and the source of your wealth. This process is governed by stringent anti-money laundering laws and Patriot Act provisions that leave no room for error. The first document in this category is a government-issued photo identification, and while a driver's license might seem sufficient, I strongly advise you to use a valid, unexpired passport. A passport is the gold standard for international identification. It is recognized globally and immediately elevates your transaction above any potential scrutiny a state-level ID might inadvertently attract. It signals to the bank that you are a serious individual with affairs that may cross international borders, which aligns perfectly with the nature of holding a foreign currency. The second document is proof of your current physical address. This cannot be an old piece of mail or a document with a previous address. You need a recent utility bill, a bank statement, or a credit card statement issued within the last 90 days. The name and address on this document must match the name and address on your passport and your dinar purchase receipts with 100% accuracy. I cannot overstate the importance of this consistency. If your driver's license has an old address, if your passport has a middle name, but your electric bill does not, or if there is a simple typo like Main Street versus Main Street, you are inviting a world of bureaucratic delay. The bank's compliance software will flag any discrepancy, and a human agent, wary of making a multi-million-dollar mistake, will likely pause your entire transaction until you can prove the inconsistency is innocent. This could take days or weeks, and in a post-revaluation environment where time is of the essence, that delay could be catastrophic. Go through your documents right now today and ensure everything aligns perfectly. If you find an error, contact your utility company or bank to have it corrected immediately. The third document you must be prepared to provide is your Social Security card or official documentation of your tax identification number. This is non-negotiable. For any transaction exceeding $10,000, which your dinar exchange undoubtedly will, the bank is mandated by law to file a currency transaction report with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN. They require your Social Security number to complete this report. Some people get nervous about providing this information, but attempting to structure your transactions to avoid this reporting threshold is a serious federal crime known as structuring, and will land you in far more trouble than any tax implication. Embrace the transparency. The bank is not your enemy in this process. They are a gatekeeper following federal law to the letter. Your preparedness with these identity and compliance documents, your passport, your matching proof of address, and your Social Security number proves to the institution that you are not just a hopeful speculator, but a sophisticated and compliant individual who understands the gravity of the transaction. This builds immediate trust and smooths the path forward, transforming you from a potential problem case into a valued client they are eager to assist. This level of preparation demonstrates that you have done your homework and that your funds are legitimate, which makes the entire process safer and more efficient for everyone involved, especially for you, the person who stands to gain everything from a successful and seamless exchange. We have covered the foundation of proof of ownership and the critical pillar of personal identification. Now, we arrive at the third and most complex layer of your documentation, the one that will separate the truly prepared from the merely hopeful, the financial and legal preparedness documents. This is where you demonstrate to the bank that you are not just a legitimate owner, but also a responsible one, with a clear plan for the monumental wealth you are about to receive. The first document in this category is a pre-established relationship with the bank itself. Walking in as a complete stranger during the chaos of a revaluation event is a tremendous strategic error. You need to have a pre-existing, active bank account in good standing, preferably a checking or savings account that you have held for at least 6 months to a year. This account history provides the bank with a familiar financial footprint, a record of your ordinary transactions that they can contrast against the extraordinary deposit you are about to make. It makes you a known entity. The second, and perhaps most overlooked, document is a letter of intent or a brief personal financial statement. This is not a legally required document, but it is a powerful tool of proactive communication. This single-page letter should formally state your intention to exchange Iraqi dinar for United States dollars and then deposit the proceeds into your designated account. It should include your full name, account number, the total amount of dinar you are exchanging, and a sentence affirming that the funds were acquired through legal means and that you have the supporting purchase receipts. Presenting this letter projects an image of utmost professionalism and organization. It tells the bank manager that you are not there to cause problems or create confusion. You are there to execute a well-planned financial transaction seamlessly. It preempts their questions and positions you as a peer, not a petitioner. The third component in this final layer is having immediate access to professional counsel. This means having the business card or contact information for your pre-vetted attorney and your certified public accountant physically with you. The moment the funds hit your account, your world changes irrevocably. You will be faced with immediate and profound questions about tax liability, asset protection, estate planning, and financial management. The bank will know that you are now a high net worth individual, and they will offer their own wealth management services. Having your own independent professionals ready to step in demonstrates that you are not only prepared for the exchange, but for the entire journey of wealth preservation that follows. It shows the bank that you are serious, protected, and advised, which further legitimizes your entire profile. So let's quickly recap the 5 categories of your ultimate checklist. 1. Your original purchase receipts and pristine physical dinar. 2. Your valid passport and a perfectly matching proof of address. 3. Your social security number for mandatory reporting. 4. Your pre-existing bank account and a professional letter of intent. And 5. The immediate contact information for your attorney and accountant. This is the complete blueprint that the unprepared will not have. This is the information that will allow you to walk past the lines of frustrated, arguing, and rejected individuals and straight to a bank officer who will see your prepared dossier and know that you are different. You are the one they can work with. Now, this is a lot of critical, life-changing information to absorb, and the worst mistake you could make right now is to assume you will remember it all when the time comes. You will be under immense pressure. That is why I have done something very important for you. In the description directly below this video, I have posted a direct link to a downloadable, printable PDF checklist that contains every single document we have discussed in this video, laid out in a simple, easy-to-follow format. This is your personal action plan. Do not just watch this video and move on with your day. Your financial future is at stake. Click that link, download that checklist, and print out multiple copies right now. Go through each item one by one and gather your documents. Place them all in a secure, fireproof lockbox. Your future self, the one standing calmly in that bank line while chaos erupts around them, will thank you. Do not be the person who loses it all because of a missing piece of paper. Be the prepared one. Be the successful one. Click the link in the description, download your checklist, and secure your future today.